There's food absolutely everywhere if you just know where to look. All right, I'm on my quest to find things that are edible out and about, and I haven't even walked very far and I've already seen a couple of things that are edible just right here in front of me. Hi, it's Morag. I'm at ANU at the moment at Australian National University, Canberra, and I'm in the midst of the community garden right here in the middle of the campus. It's the middle of winter, but it's surprising how much is actually going on here. Let's have a look. What is it that people can come down and eat right now, today, in this community garden? And I want to show you four things. All right, so firstly, this is, some of you might know it, it's broad beans. But the broad beans aren't ready at the moment. They're still just little flowers in here. Now, you don't have to wait. You don't have to wait to get food off here. So, okay, you might not get the beans, but did you know that this is edible? So, fava greens. So what you can do is actually just snip out the growing tips of the fava greens and use that. You're not going to hurt the plant. The plant will keep on growing. You're not disturbing the flowers here where the beans are going to be growing. Don't worry about it. That's going to keep going. So just carefully snip off some greens. You can use that stir fry, salads, soups, whatever you want to use. It's a spinach alternative. So just an extra thing about these flowers on the broad bean plant, you can actually eat them. However, if you eat them, it's kind of a bit silly because that means you don't get as many broad beans. But I just wanted to let you know that they are edible too. So that's one. Let me find another for you. Aha. Okay, second plant. Right here we have something like a snow pea, or some kind of pea. I actually don't know what kind of pea it is yet because I haven't seen a sign and I can't see any pea, but I can see a whole lot of shoots growing. So, all right, we might not be able to eat the peas yet, but this is a fantastic salad green. So you've got your greens for your stir fries, you've got your greens for your salads, so that's number 2. Great. Yum. All right, so I told you I'd say 4 things. I might tell you a few more. Now, so in the middle of this garden here, they've got some things like silver beets and some different sorts of vegetables and flowers growing. But in the middle is this weed. Now, this is chickweed. I'm weeding the garden for them by eating it. It's fantastic. So that was number 3. Edible weeds you can go foraging for. The 4th one I wanted to show you, where is it gone? Down here. You might want to be growing something like onions or garlic. So down here we've got some onions or garlic growing. I can't tell what they are either because I'm not going to dig them out. This shoot is like, we call it escape. So you can eat that. Just tastes like onion. You can use it as a stir fry. You can use it in a salad. Just nibble on it while you're out here like me. So that's the 4th one. So we had broad bean leaves and flowers, bean or pea shoots, and we also had weeds from the garden, chickweed. Weeds, I say, like, you know, it's not really a weed, is it, if it's edible and useful. And then the shoots. Now, you might have noticed that I didn't actually take the plant out of the ground. I didn't damage the roots. It'll keep growing up shoots, so it's not actually damaging the plant at all. But you can keep coming back every other day, getting another one. And I think that's one of the things to do, is to build up the resilience of your garden in a way that there's always something to harvest. That's the 4. I hope that was helpful. But I want to share with you some bonus. There's some other things going on in this garden. When you're out fossicking around, foraging, visiting a garden, look out for these too. Sorry, I'm nibbling as I'm telling you. Now, as I'm walking along, can you see anything? Those beautiful flowers up there. This is something of the Brassica family that's gone to seed. You can just harvest these tops like this. They really attract fabulous insect life into a garden. So it's great to have them growing in amongst everything else. They really help with pollination. But these little tips here, yum, like that in a salad or a stir fry. And even this little stem. So there's another food for you. Now, thing is, I wish I had a name for these things. Like I had a name for this, didn't I? I said, this is fava greens, broad bean leaves. The more we have a name for these different parts of foods that we're not used to seeing, the more we can recognise them as food. I don't know what else to call this except for Brassica flowers. The thing that I'd really like to have a name for, see this bit here, this whole shoot at this point is still very supple. You can chop that up and use that as like a spicy asparagus as a vegetable. So that is totally edible. Something else I wanted to show you. In this garden here, they're starting to grow cauliflower. Now, there's not much there yet, and you're going to have to wait a really long time to get cauliflower. However, you can snip off little leaves of the cauliflower plants as they're growing, and as it gets up, you can just take like one leaf off every now and then. I won't take the whole lot because you want them to protect the cauliflower. But this gives you cauliflower flavour in a dish without actually the cauliflower. Yum. So you can have it raw or cooked. And that way, from the moment you start planting out these things, you can be eating. We have this concept that we have to wait. And there's a certain part of the plant, and only that is usable and edible. I think we need to re-educate ourselves about what is food. All right, so that's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed this little wander, the 4 things to eat from a garden when you think there's nothing going on here. Just some things being planted and we've got to wait for a while. There's so much food. Actually, there is so much food everywhere. Okay, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you next time.